Headed south down to the river. Got my truck filled up with gas.
Hey, the New Wave Angler setting out on another May brown trout exploration. So hopefully this time we'll catch a little more fish than we did last time. Although I don't know, I'm not sure, but wish me luck. I should probably walk the car up. There we go. Tuck that in there. Okay. Well, let's go find some trout. A fishing I'll go, a fishing I'll go, hi-ho, the dairy-o, a fishing I'll go. Normally I always hike upstream, but I've never been on the downstream section of this part of this stream, so I thought I'd give it a shot and see what happens. I might walk downstream a ways and then just fish my way back up, just because I like fishing upstream. But we'll see. You never know. So you can see there's a nice little beaver dam that was made here, possibly obstructing some fish movement, but underneath this beaver dam drops down into this nice little pool I'm going to give a shot at here. And it looks beautiful. It is pretty close to the road though, so I don't know how good it'll be, but I'll give it a shot, see what happens. Okay, so what we're going to start out with here is a double nymph rig here today. I have a little pheasant tail nymph here. And then I have a bigger, I have a copper colored stonefly. I wanted to have a darker stonefly, like brown or black, but it was, I couldn't find it, so I don't have any. So I was a little bit upset, but I'm gonna try this one hopefully. I know it's a really similar color to the pheasant tail, but the size is different, and mostly they say size is what matters more than color, I guess. So anyway, that's what we're gonna be starting with. A pheasant tail and a copper kind of stonefly nymph. So okay, here we go. Let's give it a shot out here. Beautiful little piece of water. So you see my rod over here laying on the other side of the bank. Well, this goes to show you that the New Wave Angler always shows the truth of what happens on the stream, even the stupid stuff. Even when you decide to cast right into some metal fencing material. As you can see here. So I gotta somehow try and unhook my flies here. There we go. There we go. Now, don't want the fish to take this while my rod's on the other side, so I'm gonna fire this all the way back to the other side of the bank, hopefully. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now all the way back over to get the rod. Oh, if I don't fall in the river first. Okay. Nice hole. Oh yeah, garbage. Way to go, fly fisherman. Oh. Okay. I'll pick it up for you. Garbage. Oh, actually. Oh wow, look at that. Almost a full spool of 3X. Okay, no problem. Fair trade. I'll take your garbage out for you. Thanks for the free tippet. Awesome. Well, enough of the nymphing for me. It's back to my staple. Stimulators. Okay, so this is what I call like a gold mine hole on a small, like a small trout stream. Fishing dry flies, like a stimulator or something, like just a shallow riffle along a log, which makes it more perfect. So there's some nice cover in there, and then that shallow riffle just kind of drops off into a little deeper pool with a nice deep section on the other side of the log over there. And I mean, usually right during this riffle at the end of the log, or just as it starts to deepen into the pool there, something would come up and hammer the stimulator. But as you can see, like, look at that drift. Oh, she sunk. If that wouldn't have sunk, it would have been perfect. But just, there we go. And then like right in there, whammo, whammo, whammo. But nothing today, nothing. Wow. Well, it's almost time for me to go, but I want to try for a few more holes, and then maybe as I hike out of here, I'll try the holes I tried earlier again. But I want to add on a drop or two so that I'm not missing out if they are feeding underwater on smaller nymphs. So I'm going to do a hopper dropper, as we call it, or a dry dropper. I'm going to start with my stimulator that's on already, and I'm just going to tie a piece of tippet to the bend of the hook. Got this pheasant tail there, and then about 18, well, it's almost 2 feet, but 20 inches maybe. It might be a little too much, but there's my stimulator. So let's go see what we can do. Well, I thought I scared a great blue out of here. Great blue heron out of here a few minutes ago. He flew up over this crest, and I don't know if he kept going or if he landed out here somewhere. It's huge though. And the creeks, they are alive with browns and bulls and cutthroat. Alberta, Rocky Mountain High. Well, Pepe Le Pew today. Pepe Le Pew. Big Diddy goes Pepe Le Pew for 2. 2 straight Pepe Le Pew.
Well, as I was making my way back to the truck after being Pepe Le Pew'd for the 2nd straight time, aka skunked, my thoughts rang back to another May Day on this very same stream almost a decade ago, when I managed to find myself a beautiful brown, a brightly colored rainbow, and a big bull.
Today on the New Wave Angler, we gonna catch some fish. I was just fly fishing on this beaver dam behind me, and I just glanced upstream and I saw a nice big old goose just guarding her nest. If you look up here, you can see her. Well, I don't seem to be getting anything in this hole here, just where this little riffle runs into the beaver dam. It was a nice one, but I'm going to leave this goose alone, try to cross upstream, be at one with nature. Well, found this beautiful hole here. First cast out, cast in there with a nice stonefly. Got myself a nice brown trout. beautiful surprise. Been fishing for quite a while and seen a few be pretty sneaky, and I came upon this nice hole. Beautiful fish. Well, even though I couldn't get any more browns, at least I got a great big rainbow. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there is a land what we dream of. Oh, well, I didn't catch any fish today. Well, you know what they say, sometimes you win, and sometimes you win. That's it for another edition of the New Wave Angler. Like, subscribe. I promise I'll get into some fish sometime this year. I promise. Woo. See you next time on the NWA. Hey, Cote, hit those credits.
Headed south down to the river. Got my truck filled up with gas. We chuck some bugs into the water. Maybe drink some beers here on the grass. And the summer's almost over, and it never seems to last. Harvest moon is peeking over, reminding me of summers past. At the time that old Big Diddy got stuck in mud up to his ass. And as the sun meets the horizon, time for one last cast. On the trunk road in the foothills, these streams and creeks, they are alive, filled with browns and bulls and cutthroat. Alberta, Rocky Mountain High. If I could leave one thing to my children,